idea is that maximum people can take benefit. How many come is not a criteria. Those that come are what matters. तो जितने लोग आएंगे most welcome. जितने लोग नहीं आएंगे don't worry. Everybody's got their time. Time and tide waits for nobody, right? So we will give them the recording. We have one recording of 2 hours on Hindi. We have this in English tonight. So both people will understand. Both types of people who have not attended can attend the Hindi one and the English one. Or if somebody doesn't understand Hindi, they can understand English. So there is no issue. We are going live and it's being recorded on YouTube. So 3 mobiles. ज़माना क्या है? एक लैपटॉप, एक ये मोबाइल और एक ये मोबाइल. 3 इतनी टेक्नोलॉजी हम लोगों ने हमारी लाइफ में कर ली है और हम लोग एक सिंपल चीज़ भूल गए कड़ी. वी फॉरगॉटन हाउ आवर पेरेंट्स यूज्ड वन वॉच. I will show you mine. I've kept a empty, you know, because they're overflowing on my table. Because I have to explain sometimes. So I said now this is best. My wife gave me this. बोलते इसमें रखो, आपकी घड़ियाँ ना टेबल पे पूरी बिखर गई हैं. तो हमारी जो मैडम आती है ना साफ़ करने वाली, वो भी इतनी परेशान है. बोले भैया के सब जगह पे घड़ियाँ ही नज़र आती हैं. तो मेरी वाइफ बोलती नहीं, तो अभी देखो जहाँ भी मिले इधर टेबल पे रख दिया कर, क्योंकि वो अभी हर एक जगह में घड़ियाँ इधर पड़ी हुई हैं. So you will understand what you are missing and how you can change your life. I will try to give knowledge. I think that day I tried to give a lot of knowledge in 2 hours. When we between 9 and 11, it was nice sharing. So I think Madam is the new one today. है ना Madam, your first time?
Yes sir.
Okay.
Yes.
आपको लिंक कहाँ से मिला जी?
लिंक सर वो फेशियल रिफ्लेक्सोलॉजी.
हाँ अच्छा, we were in that one. Okay. Good. My main intention is let's spread knowledge. Now, if you don't have it, I have it. If Madam doesn't have it, I have it. It's okay. We are ultimately, वो भी ग्रुप में कब जुड़े, जब हम वो लिंक दूसरे ग्रुप में आया ना. तो जब दूसरे ग्रुप में लिंक आया तो हमने ज्वाइन कर लिया, हमने कोर्स कर लिया. ठीक है, बिकॉज एवरीबडी हैज़ ए पोटेंशियल, व्हाई नॉट, एंड दैट पोटेंशियल शुड बी एक्सपांडेड. नाउ भरत इज लाइक, आई नो भरत सिंस 2005 फ्रॉम Diu. Now he's a English citizen. He's settled in London. So I've been in touch for him from 17 years, long period. भरत तेरी एज क्या है?
46.
हाँ 46. तो 17 साल तो मेरे को जानते हुए हो गए. So it will be wonderful sharing today, and we'll start at 9:10 we'll start, because people will come in, and I said let's just imagine. So lot of things are moving. सर आपके सर चंडीगढ़ की तरफ सर्दी है?
हाँ लगी है थोड़ी होने.
हाँ जब होने मूंगफली निकाल लो, मूंगफली और रेवड़ी खाओ, मूंगफली खाओ.
हाँ जी.
That is one thing. Now when I go to Delhi and North India in the cold, वो सेकते हैं. अभी हमारे रेस्टोरेंट में भी दिल्ली में लोग आते हैं, तो वो सब आते हैं, वो फिर वो अंगीठी लगाई होती है, तो फिर वो बच्चे भी बैठते हैं, वो सीखते हैं, फिर वो गरम तंदूरी खाना खाते हैं गुड़गांव में. तो अभी सर्दी स्टार्ट हो गई है, फिर लोग इंजॉय करते हैं, और गर्मा गर्म जब अंदर से खाना आता है तो दे आर वेरी हैप्पी, यू नो, गरम खाना आ रहा है. और फिर मज़ा, तो नॉर्थ इंडिया का तो मज़ा ही अलग है खाना पीने का. बॉम्बे में हमारी इतनी फैसिलिटी तो है, बट हेजिटेंट है. जब से हमने अपना यूनिट खोला ना, आई एम वेरी हेजिटेंट टू गो आउट एंड ईट. सो आई हैव बिकम वेरी सिलेक्टिव नाउ, बट इट्स ओके, इट्स गुड. आने दो. So hopefully we'll get many more. Whenever comes, we will start at 9:10. Because
सर आपने एक और पोस्ट भी डाली थी,
बोलिए.
डायग्नोसिस थ्रू ब्रीदिंग.
हाँ वो मेरा एक दोस्त करवा रहा है बॉम्बे में, तो मैंने शेयर कर दिया. आई एम अटेंडिंग. आइए, इट इज़ समथिंग फर्स्ट टाइम वो आ रहा है, स्पेन से आ रहा है।
ओके
हाँ, तो अटेंड करिए, समथिंग न्यू, ब्रीदिंग से डायग्नोसिस, यानी कि पेशेंट को हार्ट की प्रॉब्लम है वो ब्रीथ कैसे करेगा, लंग की प्रॉब्लम है तो ब्रीथ कैसे करेगा, स्प्लीन की प्रॉब्लम है, डायबिटिक है तो उसकी ब्रीदिंग का पैटर्न क्या होगा। तो इट इज़ समथिंग न्यू ना, अभी डायग्नोसिस होता है टंग से, फिंगर से होता है ना, नेल से होता है। तो अगर
Right.
सांस से आप पहचान लो कि ये बंदे को हार्ट की प्रॉब्लम है, सांस ऐसे ले रहा है तो ये हार्ट की प्रॉब्लम है, तो यू कैन एक्ट ना। इट्स ए, मैं भी सरप्राइज हो गया कि ब्रीदिंग से डायग्नोसिस हो सकता है।
हाँ
समथिंग यूनिक।
राइट
हाँ, आप वो नंबर है तो सिद्दीकी का, उसको मेरा नाम बोल देना, कोई इशू नहीं।
ठीक है सर।
मैंने भी उसने आज ही भेजा, तो मेरा बहुत पुराना दोस्त है वो, मुझे आस्था चैनल से जानते हैं तो।
ओके
हाँ, वो बहुत लोग जानते, तो फिर उसने भेजा मुझे, बोलता सर, अरे मैं बोला यार तू फिक्र मत कर, सब मेरे दोस्त हैं। बोला, बोलते आपके जैसे मन मौजी है, बोलता आप सबको भेज देते हो। मैं बोला यार अगर वो आ रहा है तो उसको हॉल भरा हुआ दिखना चाहिए ना यार, उसकी नॉलेज है, वो पैसा लेके जाएगा, ठीक है ना यार। बोला एटलीस्ट हम कुछ सीखेंगे तो सही, तो नए दोस्त बनेंगे। तो इज़ वेरी हैप्पी, तो दैट्स वाई शेयर्ड इन, आई डोंट नो, मैंने आज 20-25 ग्रुप में शेयर कर, उसको स्क्रीनशॉट भी भेज दिया। वो तो इतना ही खुश हो गया, बोलता सर आपने 5 मिनट में इतने ग्रुप में डाल दिया। अरे वाला यार सबको भेज दिया और किसी ने डिलीट नहीं किया, सब ने रखा। एंड व्हाई नॉट, नॉलेज इज टू बी शेयर्ड। लेट्स नॉट होर्ड नॉलेज होर्ड मतलब, अभी हम भरत सर कर्नल है आर्मी में, ये हमारा आस्था में प्रोग्राम देखते थे।
ओके
हाँ, ये भरत ने तो हमको दीव में बुलाया था 2005 में, 2004-5 दीव, भरत 2004 में हम लोग 2 दिन के लिए गए थे। हम लोग कितना 14 दिन रह के आए थे, 2 बार गए थे। तो नॉलेज, फिर अभी भरत हमारे से सीखा है, फिर भरत अभी लंदन में प्रैक्टिस करता है गुजराती समाज में, ठीक है ना। अभी कर्नल साहब है, कर्नल साहब ने, मेरा एक नेटवर्क है, मेरे पास एक प्रोडक्ट है जो कर्नल साहब, वो देखा भरत आज आपने देखा वो कैंसर का पेशेंट ठीक हो गया 4th स्टेज।
हाँ जी, हाँ जी, हाँ जी,
देखो,
देखा।
कभी सोचा है सर 32,000 में कैंसर का पेशेंट ठीक होगा? कभी सोचा है सर? नॉट पॉसिबल ना सर। आई गॉट ए शॉक ऑफ माई लाइफ। उसके सब कैंसर मार्कर नेगेटिव, उसके सीटी स्कैन में कैंसर नजर नहीं आया। एंड वो डॉक्टर ने डाला है, डॉक्टर इज अ डॉक्टर इन स्पेन हु हैज शेयर्ड दैट। और वही डॉक्टर की, वो डॉक्टर हार्ट स्पेशलिस्ट है, वो स्पेन का डीलर बन गया है। और उसकी स्पेन में उसकी वाइफ व्हील चेयर पे थी 3 साल से, उसने आईटेरा की मशीन यूज़ की, 1 महीना उसकी वाइफ चलने लग पड़ी, वो स्पेन का डीलर बन गया। बोलता मैं बेवकूफ़ हूँ कि मैं कर रहा हूँ, मगर अभी मैं आईटेरा करूँगा। बोलता यार 1 मशीन दे दो, 5 लोग घर में ठीक हो जाएंगे। आई गॉट ए शॉक ऑफ माई लाइफ। आई सेड यार ये क्या लिख रहा है बंदा। So it's doing magic. Actually, it's not doing magic. The body is doing the magic because it is getting the required frequency and required, motivation. अभी घड़ी भी वही है ना। अभी when I explain, you will understand. तो I think मैडम को भी बताएंगे अभी बात में। अभी मेरे को कितने लोगों ने वो आईटेरा के लिए अभी कॉल करते हैं, डिस्कस करते हैं लोग, ये हो रहे मोटिवेट। अभी उसको बोला, मैं बोला यार वो आईटेरा है सर, बोलता है आप आ जाओ, बोलते हैं आप लेके आना मशीन, बोलते हैं वो सब लोगों को आप मशीन में एक्सप्लेन करना ब्रेक में और ये में। उसने सामने से बोला मुझे, मैंने उसको बोला आईटेरा, अरे बोलता सर लेके आओ। बोलते इतने पूरे इंडिया से एक्यूपंक्चर वाले आएंगे, आप लोगों को मोटिवेट करो वो प्रोडक्ट के लिए, क्योंकि बोलता है मानवता है सर, मानवता को बताएंगे नहीं तो मतलब क्या है। लेकिन लोग क्या होता है, नहीं 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 लेके नहीं आना, बताना नहीं लोगों को। उसने सामने से बोला, मैं यार ले आओ, बोलता लेके आओ, बोलते आप जो मर्जी करो, बोलते कोई इशू थोड़ी है। बोलते नेटवर्किंग का एक अपॉर्चुनिटी होता है। कुछ लोग होते हैं वो ग्रीड होता है कि लोगों को, दूसरों को पता नहीं लगना चाहिए मेरा ये है, आप कनेक्ट मत करो। ही सेड नहीं, मैंने इसके लिए ऑफर किया, मतलब यार मैं सब, अरे सर अपना नंबर डाल दो। अरे मैं सिद्दीकी फ़र्क नहीं पड़ता, मेरा नंबर, तेरा ही नंबर रहने दे। बोलता लोगों को कैसे पता, मेरे को कैसे पता लगेगा आपके थ्रू आए। मैंने तू सोचा सब तेरे ही थ्रू आए, मतलब इट डजंट मैटर टू मी। मैंने इसके लिए मेरा नंबर भी नहीं डाला, मैंने उसका ही नंबर डाला है। बोलता है आप अपना नंबर चेंज कर दो सर, लोग आपको फ़ोन करेंगे, फिर आप मुझे फ़ोन करके उनका रजिस्ट्रेशन, आप पैसे लेना, फिर आप मेरे अकाउंट में डाल देना। अरे मैं बोला कुछ नहीं फ़र्क पड़ता सिद्दीकी, तू मेरा दोस्त है एंड तू ऑर्गेनाइज कर रहा है, तेरा ही नंबर जाने दो। तो इतना खुश हो गया, बोलता सर आई वांट टू कम एंड मीट यू वन डे। वाला आ जा, तू कभी भी आ जा भाई, ठीक है ना सर, उसका एफर्ट है, उसको करने दो, क्या फ़र्क पड़ता है। सो ठीक है, लाइफ इज़ गुड। आई मीन as long as I'm going, as long as my friends are learning, let me be a conduit for them to learn. बस, so that is what we did. आस्था में वही होता है, इतने साल हमने आस्था में प्रोग्राम दिया, 22 मिनट, कितने लोगों ने बेनिफिट किए? lakhs of people worldwide. Why? Because we taught without anything. We didn't charge. वो चार्ज तो लोग जो आते थे उनसे तो चार्ज करते ही थे, बट द अदर पीपल वर यूजिंग द नॉलेज ऑनलाइन ऑन द प्रोग्राम आस्था में, और उन लोगों ने यूज़ किया। अभी कल वो आई टेरा के ग्रुप में मैंने मेरी बुक के बारे डाला है ना, वो उस बुक के बारे डाला, तो मैंने लिखा है कि मैंने भी बुक बनाई है, तो मैंने बुक डाली, उसने किंडल से डाउनलोड करके मुझे लिंक भेज दिया, बोलते देखो मैंने किंडल से डाउनलोड कर ली, $7 अमेरिका में। मैं बोला वाह यार, मैं बोला 2017 से मेरी बुक किंडल पे है, मुझे पता था है, मगर मेरे को एक पैसा नहीं मिला आज तक। मैंने रात को 1 बजे बैठ के मेरे बेटे को डांटा, मैं बोला यार किंडल से पैसे मंगा मेरे आग। मेरा एक आई टेरा के ग्रुप में अमेरिका से एक लड़की डालती है कि आई डाउनलोडेड द बुक, आई गॉट ए किंडल वर्जन $7, और कंपनी ने मुझे एक भी पैसा नहीं भेजा आज तक। ठीक है, नसीब में होगा आ जाएगा, मगर ना विद्या तो चल रही है ना सर, ठीक है, कोई नहीं होता। बिकॉज आई थिंक व्हेन वी गो बैक टू द ओरिजिन, प्रोफेसर हमेशा हमें को यही मैसेज देते थे, प्रोफेसर पार्क, दैट लाइफ, व्हाट इज लाइफ, ही सेड, यू नो, वंस प्रोफेसर पार्क said what is life, and he said in 2 words, and it's like we are looking at professor and saying, how can we explain life in 2 words? He says yes, it can be explained in 2 words, only 2 words. हमने बोला 2 words में पूरा, प्रोफेसर बोलता है पूरी लाइफ को 2 वर्ड में डिजाइन। प्रोफेसर पार्क सेड डिफाइन लाइफ इन 2 वर्ड्स। सब लोग सोच रहे हैं 2 वर्ड्स में तो गुड मॉर्निंग होता है, और क्या करें। तो प्रोफेसर सेड नहीं, मैं आपको बताऊंगा, बोलता तेरे को कितना मैंने दिया। तो प्रोफेसर पार्क बोलते हैं कि मैं तुमको आंसर तो मैं ही दूंगा, अगर तुम लोग ट्राई करो, मूव योर ब्रेन। तो हमने जी एक फ़ोटो ले ला, फिर वो चली जाए 2-3 फोटो। हाँ, तो प्रोफेसर ने बोला यू पीपल, हैव यू एक्सेप्टेड फेलियर। अभी यार अभी कोई बड़ा ज्ञान दे रहा है, बड़ा एक सेंटेंस दे रहा है, प्रोफेसर ने 2 वर्ड्स बोलते, जब मैंने लिमिट डाल दी तो लिमिट में काम करो। तो इन द एंड वी इट्स लाइक ओके सर, वी एक्सेप्ट, लेट्स नॉट वेस्ट टाइम, बिकॉज प्रोफेसर टाइम इज वैल्यूबल। तो बोलते हैं लाइफ इज यूनिवर्सल ड्रामा, यूनिवर्सल ड्रामा। तो अब हमने बोला सर व्हाट डू यू मीन यूनिवर्सल ड्रामा? ही सेज दिस ड्रामा जस्ट द, क्या बोलते हैं, द
Professor Phoenix to
प्रोफेसर सेड दिस वर्ल्ड, एक मिनट ना, ये पता नहीं क्यों इधर आ रहा है। प्रोफेसर सेड कि वट एवर वी डू इन लाइफ इज प्री डेस्टिन्ड एट द टाइम दैट वी वर कंसीव्ड इन आवर मदर्स वूम। कैन यू इमेजिन? when we all, humans, animals, plants, microorganisms, everything in this world is predestined. When we are conceived at that cellular level, when the ovum and the sperm unite, We are conceived at that moment. And now, today, at this moment, at 9 p.m. on 28th of November 2022, Madam is joining us from Bombay, Bharat is in London, Colonel Saab is in Chandigarh. One madam in the car is traveling, wherever she is, I don't know. Somebody else is now coming
Mumbai.
from Bombay.
Yeah.
So now what happens is we are all a part of that universe, universal drama that Professor Park says is destined to happen at this moment, at this time. Okay. So Professor said that just like a hero or a actor or a actress, just like a hero or a actor or a actress plays a role on a stage, in a drama or in a movie, I am playing my role at this moment in front of each of you. Okay, isn't it such a divine revelation that we people have failed to understand? If somebody comes and slaps me, somebody messaged me yesterday, you got a very big ego. So after my lecture, I asked him, how was my lecture? He says, you got a very big ego. I said, thank you so much. Colonel Saab said that I felt at home, that it was such a lively lecture that I enjoyed it. Okay. Somebody from Pakistan didn't comment, some others didn't comment. Bharat also sent me a message that I enjoyed the lecture and all. So that gentleman said, you got a very big ego. I said, really? I got an ego? I said, I shared for 2 hours. If I had an ego, I wouldn't even be sharing for 2 hours. We wouldn't be open. I would have muted everybody. I didn't mute anybody that day. Everybody was open. They were free to talk. They were free to ask. They were, of course, when somebody made a noise, we did request them to keep quiet. उनको मैं इधर से mute कर देता था. मगर मैंने Saturday in that Saturday lecture, I didn't mute anybody. It was open forum. Ask, listen, talk. But he still said, you got a big ego. I said, okay, thank you. No problem. So, Professor always told us that life is going to give you flowers and life is going to give you brickbats. Today, we six at Humanity celebrate to nahi. Remember the martyrdom of Sri Guru Tegh Bahadur Sahib, the ninth Guru of the Sikh people. He laid out his life for people whom he did not know. Kashmiri, he gave up his life for the Pandits of Kashmir, so that everybody can live their way of life in their way of religion, so that they do not get forced to convert. So this was destined by Almighty that Sri Guru Tegh Bahadur Sahib Ji would give up his life so that we could live today and proudly wear my turban and say, I am a proud Sikh, I am a proud Hindu, I am a proud Christian, I am a proud Zoroastrian, I am a proud Jain. So, Hanji? So, Professor said, we all in life will come across. If I am getting sound, please. आवाज कहाँ से आ रही, please? Can I request you? Because you are. कौन आवाज कर रहा है कि मैं सबको म्यूट कर दूं? Should I mute everybody? Please, because sorry. So Professor always said that what is destined to happen will happen. Try to do the best that is possible within your means. Maybe in your knowledge, maybe within your speech, maybe by helping in any way that you can. Professor said that try to make a difference in anybody's life. That's what our Guru Sahibs told us. They explained to us and we follow that as a Sikh. And that's what my parents taught us. And we follow that. And we are trying to ensure that our children also do that. I'm sure everybody does that. Why do we do it? Because it is a part of the universal drama that each one of you and each one of us has to go through in life. They say that for anything to achieve anything, it requires a lot of pressure. Like a diamond, it's basically coal, but under tremendous pressure, it becomes one of its type. And we people, individuals, we'll wait for 5 minutes, then we'll start. So we individuals are that coal. We are that coal that is being put under tremendous pressure so that we can achieve and we can become more valuable. And that is only possible if we put an effort. So that is only possible if we put an effort. Let me just have one for my posting. So that is only possible if we put in an effort, right? Now, when we are thinking, okay, how can I influence somebody or influence somebody's life? Can I make a difference? Can I make a difference in somebody's life? Why am I where I am today? Why am I here? Or why is Shilpa doing what she does? Why is Madam doing what she does? Why is Bharat doing what she does? Why is Colonel Saab doing what he does? Why? Because we all, and why are 9 of my friends here? Papa, I'm one. So why are 8 people here today? It is because they decided that they need, I sent a message, right? I give it in hundreds of groups. My job was done. I can't come to each person and tell you, please come and attend this lecture, because if it is distilled, you will come. If it is not, you will not. People without coming to my lecture Saturday or today have agreed to pay me. Not a small amount, it's a good amount. He agreed. He talked to me for 1 hour. And he said, sir, I'm going to do it. I said, come and attend the English lecture. He says, I'm coming. And he's not yet arrived. It's okay. I told him I'll be making a recording and I'll give it to you. So I think he decided that why should I wait? I'll watch it whenever I want. No issue. That's why I said, let me record it directly on YouTube, so that people who are on YouTube can understand it in English. On Facebook, if they want to watch it in Hindi, so they come onto my Facebook, I add them, and once I add them, they are happily, they can watch the Hindi edition also. Okay, so we are now 10. I think we'll begin in another 5 minutes. No issue. Let's wait for it. Now, so Professor Park always told us why and how we have to try to make a difference. He said, never guarantee, never assure, and never promise. Because we do not know how, when, or where we will be tomorrow, or maybe in one breath. How can anybody practically commit to heal somebody, to cure somebody, to resolve somebody's issues? Professor said, who are you? Because you yourself don't know how long you will be available to offer them service. So how can you say that you will be able to resolve their issue? And that is what our Gurbani says. Guru Nanak Dev Ji said, the breath that goes in Because when his disciple Mardana ji asked him, what do you worry of? You are a guru, you don't need to worry of anything. So Guruji said, yes. Just like Bala Mardana ji would be always thinking of food, where am I going to eat the next meal? So Guruji said, you would always get it. So then they said, why you worried? You are the guru, so you will get everything from God. So Guruji said, I am worried about the breath that goes in, and I wonder if it comes out. Because humanity, a human is only half a breath away from his final moments. And we people think that we are going to achieve so much, I've got so much in life, I can do this, I can do that. So Professor also gave us a reason. He said, no, we can't claim anything as healers, but we can only claim that yes, my past is available and I'm willing to offer my services and I'm willing to help you. So I think we will start and the people who join in will join in. Should we begin? Should we begin? Yes? Okay, we begin. Okay, let me introduce myself. That's me, Amarjeet Singh Narula, my colleague Shilpa Gadekar. You must have watched our program for 12 years on Astha channel. And this is a book that we have written about color therapy, where you use various colors on various locations in this book 108 to resolve various types of health issues. I am basically a civil engineer by education. From Bombay, I passed out my engineering in 1984 and I took up my job. And during my life, during my job, I was very stressed because you should understand why. Why is a civil engineer here talking of health? So when I suffered because of my hurry, worry and curry, because everything impacts your life, I suffered with ulcerative colitis, which was diagnosed in 1986-87. 13 years with the best doctors in Bombay, in and out of the best hospitals in Bombay. I was not able to live a happy, comfortable life due to my severe ulcerative colitis, in which I would be running to the washroom 10 to 20 times a day, passing pure blood, mucus and water. I would lose weight, my hemoglobin would come very low, and I would be rushed to hospital because I was unable to retain fluids, and then again I would be on IVs and all these cortisone, steroids, enemas, and ultimately I would be discharged after 15 days from the hospital, and my father would end up paying the bill because I didn't have money. So once I asked my father, why do you pay for me? I don't have money. So my father said, I'm a businessman. I said, really? You're not a businessman. You were in the Air Force. So he says, if I do good for you today, good for me. If I take care of you today, I pay for your bills. Tomorrow when I get old, me and my mother need your help. You will pay for our bills. I said, but it is my duty. So my father said, right, you said it, now it is your duty. So it is my duty as a father to take care of you when you are in pain. So 99, I came to know about alternative therapies. I tried it, I resolved it using a combination of therapies. 2006, between 99 and 2006, started traveling all over India, helping people. 2006 came on Astha for 12 years. Stopped my program on 2018, on 9th of November, the day my mother expired. Because that day I realized that people expect too much from me, and then they start, wishing ill for me. So then I said, I'd rather not have the program. I'd rather live a simpler life, but a happy life. Ever since we stopped the program, it's not that we didn't survive. We survived actually better in the sense I've gained a better health. I'm no longer under stress. When I was on TV for 12 years, I was always under stress. Because whole day my phone is busy. Whole day I'm talking to patients. People are arguing with me. People are cursing me. Those who want to come, they are coming. But me and Shilpa, we would be under tremendous stress. So when we just moved ahead from the program, my life became simpler. So that is about me. Now let us start about today's program. So what is today? Today is 28/11/2022. Total comes to 9. 9 is a fairy number, red. Number of fire. After 9 comes 1. Today is Monday. Color is white. So I'm wearing a white cloth. White thing. Madam is also wearing something white. So people accordingly can use this energy of the day to harness the daily 7 energies of 7 colors in their life. I made a video. I'm also a numerologist. So I practice it so I know. And I always begin by explaining the day and the color because it gives an idea to the person ahead to understand that yes, that is also a possibility to change your life. Now about coming to today's subject, watch therapy. What is watch? How it works? Why it works? I will tell you. First I'll give you a few examples. This is a passbook, right? This is of a bank. This is another passbook. Again, Yes Bank. SBI. CBI. Bank of Baroda. HDFC Bank. I'm sure many of you must have recognized them now by looking at it. Am I right? Right? अगर आपके पास, if you had a HDFC account, you would have immediately said HDFC. If you had a Bank of Baroda, you would have immediately said Bank of Baroda. I mean, even if I'm keeping it from far. If you have a CBI, Central Bank, you would say CBI, hai na? Because you have it, na? If you had a State Bank, you would say State Bank, na? Because you don't have, you don't know. But if you have, then you know, na? Am I right? Right? It's the same with Yes Bank, na? It's the same with each of these banks. It's the same with everything in life. Everything gives you a message. If you don't understand the message, you are ultimately going to lose out on it. What is time? Coming to the subject of work therapy. What is time? Well, time is life. Madam, don't make notes. Understand करिए. This video is in YouTube. बाद में बनाइए notes. Understand? You will get the video. It's live. It's recorded. Understand करिए. So time is life. Time is money. Right? We understand many times, na? Time is life, time is money. I always tell people if you have to understand the value of time, come to Bombay. 8:45 local, 8:52 local, 8:53 fast, 8:56 VT. Am I right? Those people in Bombay? 4:52 bus. Right? Bharat in London. They look at the time of the bus that is arriving. I was in Kuwait, I was in Dubai. You could stand at a bus stop, even in Bombay it's now available on the app. You know how far the bus is or how far the train is. So that is how technology and numbers matter. Now, we people will think now differently. What happens when somebody wears a watch and somebody doesn't wear a watch? So now we've got around 11 people. Please type in how many people are wearing a watch, yes, and how many people are not wearing a watch, no. Please type yes, no. I'm waiting. Yes, no. Yes, no. 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 Yes. Bharat, yes. Okay. So majority out of the 11 who could type, majority have said no. Right? Well, hopefully after today's lecture, Anybody who watches this or anybody who goes home tonight, you will decide in your own interest to start wearing a watch. In your interest, you will decide, yes, I need to wear it. I need to buy a watch. I need to discuss which watch is good for me and why I should wear it. Because if there is something very simple that can impact your life, wouldn't you like to use it? When it's getting cold, don't you automatically take out your dupatta or your sweater or your jeans and your inner thermals, and the company start advertising on the TV, thermal, Lux thermals. All these companies come out with advertisements at the time of winter. Why? Because it's needed. It's an energy. It's the same with a watch. You will understand. So those who wear a watch, they are very committed. Committed in the sense they will work like a clock. Time to time, it's now 8:30 or 7:30 or 9:30. It's time for my dinner. That day a lady said, I didn't attend your lecture. I said, it's okay. Why? Because I sleep at 9:30. So she decided that her sleep is more important because she wants to sleep at 9:30. So this lecture has got no importance for her. You understand the impact? For her, her sleep was more important because she is following time. Otherwise, if she didn't have a watch, she would have said, is it 9:30 or 1:30? I don't care. I am sitting for the lecture and I am going to attend it fully. But no, it's 9:30 and I have to sleep. Even if the lecture is going on, and yes, she had emailed me, she had sent me a message with so many problems. But for her, her problem was not the priority, her priority was sleep. It's okay. Those people who wear watches will be like that. 11 o'clock I have to sleep in, I have to sleep at 11. And those people who don't have a watch, they'll say, any time is my time, any time is my party time, any time is my sleep time, any time is my dancing time. Because they are not worried what time it is now. So many people on the roads at midnight, they are dancing and not bothering about the others because they have forgotten to wear a watch, but they have it in their mobile. I will give you a reason. So these are the two types of people you will meet in your life. A person who is very punctual will be normally wearing a watch, and a person who is not bothered about life will say, I don't even wear a watch because I have got a mobile watch. But mobile is not with you the whole day. It's in your drawer, it's in your bag. But when you're traveling, your watch is with you. So you will become more committed to your life, more committed to your relationship, and more committed to your outputs. Now, if a person doesn't wear a watch, what will he do? He'll not bother about the time. He'll pick up the phone and he'll phone Colonel Saab. Colonel Saab, kya haal hai? Colonel Saab bole, sir, I am sleeping. Oh, sir, it is 12 o'clock. Don't you see the time? No, sir. I was just thinking I should talk to you. Kya haal hai? Colonel Saab bole, sir, we'll talk tomorrow morning. I'm sleeping, sir. Is it urgent? No, sir, it's not urgent. I was free, so I thought I phoned you. But a person who wears a watch will never think like that. He will, think, oh, it's 11 o'clock. Colonel Saab must be sleeping, so I'll phone him in the daytime. You see, those are the type of people who will be, following order. Those type of other people won't follow order. Am I right? Those people who don't wear watches, does it happen to you? Please say yes, it happens, or no, it doesn't happen. Kya?
I'm very punctual without the watch also, sir.
ठीक है. There is always an exception. There is always an exception. ठीक है? No issue. But that is how it is. Majority. Now, there are two types of people in this world. One, people will wear on the right or on the left. Okay. Before I proceed, I'll tell you Which watch? Why so many? These are my watches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. These are 12, eh? I'll tell you why I showed you this. So on my table I've got 12 watches. Some are working, some are not working. Now, two sides of the brain, left side and right side. Okay, so left and right. So the left side of the brain is your logical side. It is the masculine side. It is the male side. Right side is the feminine side. So professor always said, ladies are always right. Never argue with a lady. Why? Because nature has given them that authority. Right brain, right lady. Ladies, right. Always right. So yin yang principle. So professor said, never ever try to change a lady because they have been given that authority by Mother Earth, Mother Nature to be right. So if you want to live simple, professor said, don't argue. Try to understand them because maybe they are right, but even you could be right, but you have to convey it in a way that it is easily accepted. So don't need to force. Try to make them understand. If they don't understand, it's okay. Life, you can't convince everybody. So professor said, don't need to worry. So when you're on the right side, they are very imaginative. They are emotional. Ladies are emotional. कुछ भी बोल दो, बीवी हो, मम्मी हो, बच्चे हो, they tend to cry. छोटी मोटी बात हो जाए घर में, आप भी देखते होंगे घर में. मगर जो जेंट्स होते हैं वो मस्कुलाइन होते हैं, वो जरा अंदर दबा लेते हैं, मगर लेडीज़ जरा इमोशनल होती हैं. कुछ गलत हो गया, बेचारी, not बेचारी, but when something goes wrong, they are the first people. Please mute yourself. Please mute yourself, everybody. सब लोग mute करें, please. Thank you. So that is the feminine side. So ladies, brain, feminine. Now opposite work. Okay. तो जब इधर राइट साइड फेमिनाइन है ब्रेन में, तो वो लेफ्ट को कंट्रोल करती है, और जो मस्कुलाइन है वो राइट में कंट्रोल करे, बिकॉज इट्स ऑपोजिट साइड ना. सो द ब्रेन functions opposite. So when you suffer an injury here in the brain, your opposite side gets affected. If it's here, right to left, right to left, and left to right. When there's an injury in the brain here, it affects the opposite side, arm and leg, depending on the damage. Now, if as an individual you want to increase the feminine, तो आप लेफ्ट साइड में अगर घड़ी पहनेंगे तो जो फेमिनाइन क्वालिटीज़ हैं, अग्रेशन है, कम हो जाएगा, इमोशनल हो जाओगे. यू विल स्टार्ट अट्रैक्टिंग लेडीज unknowingly. They will be easy to befriend you because आपका जो वो एज ए मेल आई एम टॉकिंग, अगर मैं एज ए मेल इसको पहन रहा हूँ लेफ्ट में, तो दे विल बी वेरी कंफर्टेबल बिकॉज आई विल कम डाउन टू दैट लेवल ऑफ सॉफ्टनेस एंड माई हार्शनेस वुड रिड्यूस बंद नहीं, माई हार्शनेस वुड रिड्यूस एंड they would be able to be comfortable and communicate. Now, so I would be able to imbibe, motivate feminine qualities if I am wearing, not me, anybody starts wearing a wristwatch on the left. Now come to the right. Left brain, right hand. Masculine, opposite. Action oriented, males, calculative, sharp. You become sharp. You are sharper. You attract sharp people in your life. Okay. So when you start wearing it here, you start attracting those type of influences in your life. Now if you say, okay, how is it proved? Well, you as an individual, if you are wearing a wristwatch on your left, start wearing it on your right. Or if you are wearing it on the right, start wearing it on the left. Because it is like when you have two mobiles, like I've got two mobiles, initially I had only one. I would only say this is good. But ever since I got my second mobile, my son said, you got two SIMs in one mobile, overload, memory problem. Why don't you get another mobile? I said, good idea, but it's difficult. He says, why is it difficult? He says, when you go out of your house, don't carry both. Take the one with the larger memory and the larger battery. Leave one at home. I said, good idea, yaar. Why should I hurry? If my client phone me, okay, when I come home, I open my second mobile and I go through the messages and I respond. Because it's just a matter of 2-3 hours or 4 hours. But I always have one mobile. So I have two mobile now. My life has become actually simpler. It's only because I could realize the benefit after using the second mobile. So when you want to do it, you have to experiment. Somebody was sharing that a lady in a HR department, she did this, okay, and she tried it for 3 months, and she said that males started getting comfortable in my presence, and during my lunch break I would be having my lunch with gents. Of course she was a HR, but she said since I was in the HR, many gentlemen became good friends with me because I did this experiment of male and female. So you can definitely do it. If you feel tired and you want to do some action, like these people who do action in the movies, bodybuilders, if you want to boost them, this is a very good way. Let them start wearing a wristwatch on the right side. Okay? So right side wristwatch can be worn. Now can somebody write left, right, LR? Those who are wearing watches, left and right. Can you write L? Can you write R? LR. Yes. Next, Renuka ji left, Bharat left, Shiv left, Deepika ji left. Good. Now these are the people who can after a month share their experience. Even now I'm sure the left people will say their experience, the right people will say their experience. Now who is wearing the right side as a lady or as a gents? वो आप अपना शाम को बैठ के अभी रात को बैठ के when you sit down, try to analyze. Do I attract more males? Do I attract more females? And in the group you can share or you can message me and I will share it in the group with your name. So now when we come to like this, watches by the kilos, you see many people with lot of watches. Why? Each watch tells a story about you. Okay? So each watch tells a story about you. So I've got so many watches. So my life is very colorful. Okay? I maintain my relationships very fast. I'm very helpful to people. Why? Because each watch has embodied my life with a certain property. Okay? Each watch has left an impact on my life. Because when I purchased it, maybe I purchased it in today on my Facebook, I just posted on today's date, I was in Kuwait in 2013. And I had purchased this watch in Kuwait. I was telling my friends today. I said I purchased this watch in Kuwait, and just 10 minutes before joining the thing, I got the memory, memories of years. And I posted 2013, I was in Kuwait on this day. And I purchased this watch in Kuwait. And I said, what a coincidence. I just found this last night. I had many watches, but I was missing this watch. That I am missing my watch from Kuwait. I was in Dubai. I'm missing that watch also. I was in Hong Kong. I'm missing that watch. I was in Thailand 3 times. I'm missing those watches. I don't know where they are, but they are somewhere in my house because I know I've not sold them. I know my wife has not thrown them away. I'm missing 3 watches. Gradually I'll find them. I found my father's watch last night along with this. So each watch has a memory attached to it. Each watch has a part of your life attached to it. So the more number of watches you have, the bigger will be your circle of friends around you. I've got so many friends, male, female, children, and everybody. My colleague always tells me, she said, Shilpa, she always says, she said, my God, you are never tired. You are always meeting people. You are always enjoying, because I post a lot on my Facebook. So even my friends tell me, they say, how do you have so much energy? I said, I don't know. But I still have energy at my age. So the more watches you have, the more will you celebrate your relationships. How? They will go out of the way to help people, make people happy, value their relationships. Like my wife has got many. She remembers everybody's birthday. Everybody's birthday she knows. Mark Zuckerberg has to tell me, because for me, somebody's birthday is okay. But when I see it on Facebook, I wish them. But she knows each and every family members in my father's side and in her side. She knows everybody's, even their jawai, unke mother-in-law, father-in-law, their birthdays, she's aware. She's got many watches. So those people who have many watches, they will celebrate their relationships. So if you want to make friends, buy a lot of watches. They don't need to be expensive. They don't need to be crores of rupees. Buy a proper watch. If you are interested, we'll of course consult. People are willing to consult. Because I shared in the group today, somebody shared a watch, a good watch for 220 rupees. Only 220 rupees. I went to the bank today. I had gone to 3 banks. That's why these books are on the table. I went to HDFC, then I went to SBI, and then I went to Yes Bank. I had not gone for 15-20 days. So my son, my wife, everybody got different accounts. So salary account, business account. So I said, okay, let me go. In all the branches, I checked their watches. Normally I don't do it. I said, today let me check. One gentleman in HDFC, I checked his watch. And I said, sir, you don't mind if I tell you something? I said, aren't you interested in reading? Aren't you interested in upgrading your life? He said, sir, I'm in a bank. What do I need to upgrade in life? I said, is it all that matters in your life? Coming to a bank, doing service, same job, 9 to 8 in the evening, going home, traveling in a train. From here, I'm in Powai, okay, Hiranandani. From Hiranandani, the nearest station is Bandu. By auto, it will take you around, in the evening, you don't get an auto. If you get an auto, it will take you around 40 minutes. It's hardly 2 kilometers. By bus, it is only 5 rupees. You won't reach there. From here, if you have to go to Andheri, forget it. You have to go to the metro in Sakinaka. From here, it will cost you around 60, 70, 80 rupees in the rush hour. Then you take a metro to Andheri station. So imagine. Distance. People don't understand. Now, when watches are not working, watches are not working. What happens? Don't you understand in old days, we used to say, Gadiyo ko stop. If there's a watch in your house which is not working, make sure it works. If the battery is not working, change the battery. If it needs winding, wind it up. Don't you remember those days? Right? Am I right or wrong? I'm sure everybody. How to choose what's right for your risk and growth. Yes, sir. Shiv Kumarji, you are welcome. I will give you my number in the end. You can contact us and we'll consult. Of course, it's on pay basis because you'll have to invest now. You have to invest to buy a watch. I invested to buy over 20. This is my most expensive watch. So I am now searching for another watch which will be valued at around 90,000 rupees. But I want to buy it after making a proper decision. So that watch is valued at 90,000 rupees. Why not? I will invest because if I can invest in a house, what is 90,000 or 60,000 or 40,000 to buy, invest in a watch that improves so many parts of anybody's life. So that girl in the bank, Yes Bank, she had a beautiful watch, golden color, rose gold. I like the digits. And I said, can I look at your wrist? She said, why? Like a lady, I said, I just want to see your wristwatch. So she did that. I looked at it and I said, have you got a promotion after wearing this wristwatch? She said, sir, I've shifted to this branch in Powai after getting a promotion. I said, agreed, after getting a promotion, but did the promotion happen after you got this watch? She said, yes. I said, how much did you pay for this wristwatch? She said, 3,000 rupees. I said, when did you get this wristwatch? She said, 6 months ago. I said, you're lucky. She said, thank you so much that you have confirmed that I'm wearing a very good watch. I said, yes, hats off to you. Randomly, you manifested a watch that has helped your life. So you manifest. The universe gives you because you are in that mode. You save money and you go and buy a car. You save money, you go into a showroom with thousands of watches and clocks. You select one or two. They present it to you. Like I remember when I had gone to, at any airport when I would buy a watch. In Dubai, in Kuwait, it was like, I was there for 40 days. But whenever I went to an airport, I would always buy a watch for my father and myself. I would just tell that gentleman on the duty free 3 things. Round, white color, day date, Seco or Citizen. I would only say these 4 words. I didn't want to go through hundreds of watches in a duty free shop at the airport because I'll get delayed. I don't want to miss my flight. And they would look at me and say, oh really? So they would open the drawers and just take out white watches, put them on the table, and what I would say is, how much? $50, $70, $80, $82. Okay, $82, pack it up. $82, pack it up. I wouldn't even look at the color, I wouldn't look at the brand, I wouldn't look at the size. $82 Orient, done. $82 Citizen, done. I never bargained because you can't bargain at a duty free shop. The rates are fixed. My budget would be whatever is laid out on the table, let me buy the premium from that because I was giving it to my father. So why should I hesitate to spend money for my father? Or if I'm investing for myself, why should I not buy whatever I can afford? So that is how I purchased most of my watches. Now, when your watches are not working, immediately tonight, if you are listening to this program live, or we've got how many people? 14 people, 5. Number 5 is a good number, balance. So if you've got watches at home or clocks at home which are not working, please make them usable. You can't wear 10 watches at a time. Wear one as per your need or your liking. If you understand it properly and you consult us, I will select which watch to wear on a regular basis so that you are able to harness those energies of those watches. Make them in a bag, in a plate, in a dabba. Nowadays, my son's cousin in Delhi has got a huge box. He's got around 20. So he's got 20 wristwatches in each of those units. I was in Delhi 1 month ago before Diwali. He was telling his friend, I'm looking at a watch for 80,000 rupees. So he's planning already. He will manifest a 80,000 rupees watch. Because he told, okay, I have seen that watch, it's 80,000 rupees. I said, wow, this gentleman is already planning to buy a 80,000 rupees watch. He'll manifest it. Now I will advise him. I didn't tell him anything. I know he's going to buy it next year. So I will tell him which one to buy. So people are willing to invest even 80,000 rupees in a hobby. So why not do it properly? Why not ask a person who is understanding about your needs? Your needs could be different. So each watch is a part of your life. If it's not working, get it repaired. If it can't be repaired, destroy. Throw it out. Put it in Jal Parva, Throw it into the ocean. Throw it into the water. But if you really want to keep it, ensure it is moving. Even if you don't wear it, it's okay, it's a part of your life. Keep them in motion because each watch represents a part of your life when you had invested in it after spending money. So please restart finding those watches wherever they are and start to ensure that they are always in motion, be it your wristwatch or be it your wall clock. When you do that, you will realize that your life has started to regain its momentum, because a watch is a part of your life. It's not moving. So once they start moving, you will start analyzing. You will start seeing, wow, I am manifesting so much just by starting cleaning and motivating my watches. So if a watch gets damaged, if a watch stops, it indicates that some struggle in your life is about to manifest. Okay? So it is a warning from the universe that you better be prepared. You are going to feel some challenges. So please take necessary action. Now we come to wall clocks and pendulums. I'll share practically. If you have them in your house, wall clock or a pendulum watch, please remove them. Please destroy them. Please remove them from the energy of your house. No matter how expensive they are, it is your choice. Because a pendulum watch is always in movement. It is not to be kept in a residence, because your life will always be in a state of motion. Just like that watch, that clock, your life will be in a state of motion. And we cannot afford that state of motion perpetually 24/7 in our life in a home. Now imagine if it's in my hall, if it's in my bedroom, my whole house would be in a perpetual movement. Cuckoo watch, same. It comes, it goes, it comes, it goes, it comes, it goes. So these two type of watches can be used in a certain part of life, but not practically in a residence. Okay? Not practically in a residence, but in a separate atmosphere in a separate location, we can and we will use such. I am now consulting somebody. I told them that I will tell you which watch or which clock to use, and one of those solutions would have a pendulum clock. Life will be full of challenges, issues, your life will be disturbed, there will be no peace. Those people who have got a pendulum watch or a cuckoo watch, if you want, please comment. If you have a pendulum watch or a cuckoo watch, and say, has it impacted your life? Sir, BS. You have a cuckoo watch or a pendulum? Write a P or a C. I'll tell you. We are a part of a network where we promote a machine. We promote a machine. iTerra Care. Bharat is in London, he is my member. Colonel Saab also. So, one of my friends known to me wanted to give this machine as a gift to a person. I said, okay. He said, so he told me the whole story. I'm paying for somebody, and I was happy. I said, why are you paying for somebody? 32,000 rupees is not a small amount. Anand Gureji, tell him. Please, आवाज कम करिए, please. Please reduce your volume.
Who wear exercises today, they don't really apply. You might have read geography and history, never been used. You might have studied a language once.
Hello, I'm speaking in English. If I deviate sometimes in Hindi, please forgive me, but I'm trying to speak mostly in English. Thank you. So now this gentleman was going through a lot of problems. Am I audible now? Yes. So this gentleman was going through a lot of problems. So I said, let him talk to me. So when he sent me a message at midnight, and I asked him, okay, show the photograph of the wristwatch. So put a photograph. I was not happy. Then I said, okay, more challenges. Wall clock. So the moment I saw the wall clock at midnight, I messaged him, please remove this immediately. At midnight. And that gentleman is looking at, he's trying to understand that at midnight I am giving instructions to remove that. Because he had already explained the situation of that gentleman he's going through in his life, this turmoil in his house with his wife, in his office, there's a lot of turmoil. And he was earning good. Now he's come down to a very plattery amount of around 10 to 15,000. He used to earn 40,000 rupees. So he's now earning 1/4 of that money. So, and then I said, please ask him to call me. So next evening he called me, and I discussed his entire history with him. And I said, do you recall when you had purchased or invested in this wall clock? I had shared it in the group also. He said, 6 years ago I purchased this wall clock because we were shifting into a new house. And I thought that I liked it. It moves. So I thought that it would really make a difference, and it would, be nice to see it moving and all. So ever since we got this wall clock, I have only gone down and down and down in my life, and I don't know what to do. I said, please destroy this wall clock. Do not even throw it out into the dustbin. Break it and throw it out. Because it should not so happen that somebody reuses it because it's for free and they find it lying down on the road. So he said, that is a very good idea. I said, please do not give it to anybody, do not gift it to anybody, and do not allow it to be used by anybody. So the best way is destroy it. Am I audible? Can you hear me? I will tell you my Facebook page, madam, don't worry. I will give you my name, number, you can contact me. Am I audible? My voice is available, right? Okay. I forgot to record, but it's okay. My recording is here. Now, remove them, get rid of them. Watch sizes. There are 3 types of watch sizes. Okay? 3 types of watch sizes. The bigger the watch, the more you manifest. Now, we have small dials, which normally ladies wear. Small dials. You see now, so many wristwatches are not even opened. They are in their bag. Small dials. Small dial. Hardly 10-12 mm. Small dial. Small dial. Small dial, but golden. Okay? These are the small dials. Now when ladies wear small dials, they could start suffering from gynecological disorders. Okay? So if you meet any lady wearing a small wristwatch, ask her. Ladies can ask. As a gent, you just have to ask, do you suffer from any health problem because of this? They may not tell you, I got ladies problems or I got fibroids. But they will say, yeah, maybe. One of our friends in our other group, she decided to take our consultation. She's using the machine, iTerra. She had fibroids. She phoned me yesterday and she confirmed. She said, and she put because she's paying me for her consultation. So I said, show me your wristwatch. She said, I don't need to show it to you. I'm telling you that I've been suffering with fibroid issue for so many years. I said, now you realize. She said, yes, that I realized because she was listening to the earlier program in Hindi, and she phoned me yesterday and she put the photograph. So I said, you accept? She said, definitely. That's why I agreed to pay you. She said, because I want to change my life. I said, good, now you are going to change your life. So it's very important that if you meet any people who are unable to conceive a child, tell them to stop wearing these small wristwatches. Even the husband should stop wearing the small wristwatch. Let them wear a bigger. As a lady, they can wear a wristwatch which is around that big. And if the gents is there, they can wear a bigger one. Okay. So this is a free service. I am giving you this knowledge for free. I have told you already 3 to 4 things which you can easily share to anybody and everybody without charging. Just change somebody's life. That's why we decided to share this knowledge in English also. One gentleman told us, requested us, not told us, requested us. I hope he's listening. I hope he's here. Otherwise, I will share the link in the group. It's okay. I'm happy to share it in English. I was going to make it, but he gave me a purpose. I said, Monday, final. I decided immediately in the group. So medium-sized wristwatches, your life pattern won't be very good. In the sense, small is like you don't bother about anything. You don't need anything. You are very, your requirements are minimum. Now a medium watch, 30 to 32 mm, 34 mm, 36 mm. These are the type of people who will say, okay, I'm okay in a job. I got a job. Why should I achieve something in life? I don't need anything. It's okay. I go to the job in the morning at 9. I come at 9 at night. My wife gives me food. I sleep. I get up in the morning. I have my bath. I go to the station, and at 9:30 I'm in office. Then my boss, he shouts at me. My upper staff shouts at me. My lower people shout at me. So that is my life because I am living like that. Well, these are the type of people where in the government departments who are wearing small watches, medium watches. They don't have a passion to grow in life. If you have a passion, if you are wearing a small wristwatch or a medium wristwatch, remove it. Buy a bigger wristwatch. You don't want to achieve anything in life. Your life is repetitive. You are contented, but you should have a fire in you to grow up in life. Many things matter. Size, color, belt, shape, all matter. Even a second hand matters. Somebody, okay, first we come to the big size. 42 and above. These are the guys who will spend a lot of money. Bollywood stars. You see them, you see their watches on their hands, huge. They wear huge watches. Politicians, if you want to become a politician now, you wear a huge watch. You start talking more, you start over promising, but you may not or will not deliver on those promises. Simple. Good for show off. You know, if you like to show off, you don't have anything at home, but you like to show off outside, wear a big watch. If you see a friend who wears a big watch, observe him. Observe him. He's showing off. But does he really have that thing at home? You will say, this guy is just a loud mouth. He doesn't have anything at home. It is so simple. It may be a big brand. It may be costing like that football FIFA captain of England, 520,000 pounds, 52 crores. This entire building would be valued at that much, 52 crores. You know, some building in Bombay, you can buy a full building in that much money. But that captain of England has got a watch of 52 crores, valued at $5.2 million. That's big money. Big money. But is it giving him that success that he needs? No. I said no. Some people said no, he's got success. I said, but he's got success, but it's not proper in the sense when he's in Doha, they have their own decorum. Each country has their own decorum. You have to follow the decorum. When in Rome, do as the Romans do. You can't go to China and start saying, I'm from England and I'm going to do what I want, or I'm from America, I'm going to do what I want in North Korea or South Korea. No, you have to follow their order. You come to India, you can't say, I'm going to start jumping around without clothes on the road, but I can do it in Paris. Yes, you can do it in Paris. But in Mumbai, India, you can't do it. You'll get arrested and you'll be put in jail, irrespective of your passport. Certain things don't work in India that may be working overseas. So try to understand. That is how those type of people are. Now if you have a person, now you'll say, then why should you wear a big watch? Who should wear a big watch? Well, anybody who's got a sales department. Now you got your sales manager, so you give him a big watch. Because he has to get you sales, now he has to get you money. So give him a big watch. Now which color, what strap to wear, that is where we come in, where we decide. But a big watch, we'll recommend such a person. Why? He'll talk big. The client will get impressed. This guy is talking sense, he's giving me knowledge. Because if his watch is small, he's not going to be open about it. He's not going to be able to express his feelings. He'll be quiet. So you better give him a big watch. Once he's got a big watch, he's going to convey the message and hopefully give you more sales. Now shape. We have circular watches. It has to be a perfect circle. So these are the people who are very perfect. It's like a circle, perfect. You have triangles, you have rectangles, you have a vertical triangle, you have a vertical triangle, then you have an inverted triangle, then you have a vertical rectangle, then you have a horizontal rectangle, then you have a vertical oval, you have a horizontal oval, right? Then you have a octagon, then you have a hexagon, many shapes. Each of those shapes has a purpose. So those people who wear round watches are very demanding. They will want equal contribution from the opposite side. Like if you are working in a team, so you'll say, I am working, you need to work. So you will, and if that guy doesn't work, you will ensure that the work is done because you are very particular about it. He's not wearing a watch, so he'll not bother. But you are wearing a round watch and you are a boss, so you will say, whatever comes, you will do it yourself. So these people are not comfortable delegating work. They are happy doing the work because they say, I don't want to spoil my name. I'd rather achieve rather than waste time. Trying to convince that gentleman that you have to do it, you have to do it. So now these people will say, I will do it. Okay. Now come to a hexagon. A hexagon is basically seen in nature in a honeybee hive. Okay. So when it is visible in a honeybee hive, what do we see? The honeybee designers, designer means almighty, the universe, millions of years ago, when the honeybee was sent down to earth, they came down with a program. Every bird came down with a program how to build a house. The weaver bird, the ostrich, every bird, hummingbird, every bird knows how to build a house. So every animal knows how to build a house. Some animals go into the other house of the others. They are predators. Humans know how to build houses. They started with caves. Now we are living in buildings. Soon we'll be living in Mars and the moon. Now the bees are trained. They are programmed to make a beehive in the shape of a hexagon. Why? That is how nature made it, and that's how they progress. So if you take that example of a beehive, they are basically a colony of dedicated team workers, right? So our friend, Twitter owner, the main gentleman of the world, the most richest person, Mr. Elon Musk, needs a consultant like me to advise him, not for technology. He doesn't need technology. It's already there. He needs a person to help him improve his teamwork attitude. I was just before the program, I was reading an article. He sleeps with two guns on his. He sleeps with two pistols on his side table in his bedroom. I don't even sleep with a glass of water in my bedroom. I wake up and I come to the kitchen to drink water at night if I get up. If I feel thirsty. But that gentleman, who is the richest person on the world, on the planet, not on the world, on the planet, in the solar system, needs two guns to sleep. So imagine, is he under stress or is he under fear? This is how the technology has overtaken us. This is how the technology is destroying us. This is how the technology will be used to subdue us. Unless we understand the power of what we had in the past, we will not be able to achieve what we want in the future. He needs proper guidance only. He doesn't need technical, because the system exists. It's just like you need somebody to polish up, to check up what me and you post. He needs those people. Or maybe if there's some virus, or maybe clean up the system. But it doesn't need to be developed. But they are increasing the bandwidth, the videos uploading, so they need more servers. So that is all technology. But to run it, he needs a team. And the team will only grow and stay with teamwork, which is possible. So these are the people who are workaholic. Okay? They are sacrificing in nature. So a bee will give up its life to ensure that the queen bee and the workers of the queen bee are safe. Okay? A bee lives for 40 days, and within those 40 days, it only collects, it goes to millions of flowers, and it collects hardly 1 teaspoon of honey that we humans consume. So can you imagine the dedication a honeybee has? And that is the dedication that you get when you start using a similar shaped clock. And they tend to form communities. So wherever a bee goes, one bee, main bee, the queen bee, it goes with a few bees. Others migrate to that hive and they start thriving, because they get a purpose. They know their purpose. They have been programmed in their life. So they reach there. So now each wristwatch has got a color. It's got a belt. Okay, this is golden. Again here we've got different types of golden. If you are golden, then the shape of the, is it horizontal, is it vertical, is there a net? You got leather, you got one with more holes, you got one which is a square strap, square watch, rectangle watch, you got this one, then you got one with plastic, then you got one with leather, steel, golden, but with the open links, closed link, leather. Each, then I got one of this also of leather. I've got another one of the wristwatch of today, the smartwatch. They have very flexible plastic. Okay, so you have hard plastic, then you have soft plastic, then you have silicon. Each of them have got a particular attribute that they give to your life. So then you have colors, red, maroon, that is the chakra of the root, survival instinct. So for sex, achievement in life, Valentine's Day we give roses to ladies. It is a sign of affection. So now I'm wearing a red turban, right? So again, influence of red color. So extra energy, sports, physically strong, active people. So the people who want to be more sexually active, more powerful in their sports activities, can definitely wear red. Those people who feel tired at the end of the day, they can wear a red. If you can't wear a red watch, you can change the strap. I remember I wanted a different color of strap for a particular purpose, project. So I took my wristwatch to somebody and I said, change it. And he's looking at me, he says, sir, are you crazy? This is imported strap. I said, yeah, I know it's an imported watch. Sir, it is very beautiful. It is very expensive. I said, sir, what's your problem? Why are you changing it? I said, sir, you don't worry. You change it. You put it. You give me a color, the color that I want. And it's like, sir, take this back. I said, yeah, I'm not going to leave it with you. Give it back to me. But he said, I'm surprised that it's not broken. Still, you've come to change your strap. I said, yeah, because there's a particular technology that I want to work on that I need to implement. So that is how perfect it is. So we are able to change a wrist watch strap to achieve a target also. Green is about wind chakra, life, money, health, happiness. So if you want to get happiness in your life, buy a watch. Which one is your choice, whichever suits you. You want a consultant, you are most welcome. It's on pay basis, no issue. Everything has to be paid for. We also have to pay our bills. No problem. But green. Orange is again for your mental development. That is when girls start puberty, in the age of expansion. That is when people start becoming more intelligent. Wind, heat, hotness. So after the age of 24 to 36, youth start thinking more. So in the age of heat, 12 to 24, that is when the menstruation starts, a red color. So beyond red, it's orange. How many of you wear your wristwatch on the inner side? Inner side. Anybody wearing wristwatch on the inner side? Say yes. Inner side. Madam said yes. Deepika ji, you said yes. So you wear wristwatch on the inner side. Okay, good. In India, Modi ji wears watch on the inner side. Black strap. I think it's silver or golden. So when you start wearing a wristwatch on the inner side, or you go to a meeting and you watch and you see somebody wearing a wristwatch on the inner side, these people are very secretive. They know how to keep secrets. So when you go to a meeting and you see somebody with a watch on the inside, you've got a tough opponent because he's got a lot of secrets which you cannot open, and you're going to have a tough time if he's got a proper watch. So if you want to talk less, start wearing your wristwatch on the inner side, because Mr. Modi doesn't talk much, only when it comes to Man Ki Baat or maybe in his speech. Otherwise, he's basically observing and acting. Not acting in the action. He's a man of action. Acting in the sense, he'll just sit down in front of you, no problem. But he knows what he has to do. You see him in media, he's always available on social media. He's very active. But he knows when to strike and when to say something and how to say it. He's very polished. So that comes from his numerology side also. He's a 8 number. He's worked hard to achieve where he is. His achievement have come through his numbers, which we had analyzed when he was the CM of Gujarat, and the day Anna Hazare was sitting on a fast with Arvind Kejriwal in Delhi. That is the day that we did numerology. I did my numerology, and that is the day that we analyzed Mr. Modi date-wise. We analyzed many big people who have passed away because we knew them. Normally we do not do numerology of people who pass away, but since they were big personalities, heroes, dictators of the world, we analyzed their date of birth to see, do those characteristics show up in their life. And when we analyzed about Mr. Modi and about Arvind Kejriwal, we were correct. We were correct about both of them. That time Arvind Kejriwal had just joined politics, he was nothing. But when we analyzed, we said he can be an influence in the future, and he is today. Modi ji also, he was already a CM, but then we analyzed that his numbers are powerful. Can he come ahead in the elections? And he came. Now the future we've not analyzed because the country will analyze. But that time we had examples to calculate because we wanted to see, does it really resonate with the people whom we select? You may take my number, but you won't know me. But because they are on social media, and like I was yesterday, I checked Urfi and Chetan Bhagat, they were having a huge social media fight yesterday. They had a huge, today I heard Chetan Bhagat apologize to Urfi. So I sat down yesterday before I went on Twitter, and I analyzed both Urfi, UORFI, and Chetan Bhagat. Because I said this is something that both are fighting with each other, and they were on Twitter, and he showed some posts that he had mentioned to her. And I was like, okay, I don't want to comment, but I was just wanting to, because whenever I saw Urfi, I've seen her with her bold clothes and dressing sense. But then all of a sudden she started using UORFI. Even in her passport, that is her name, without a surname. And now Dubai and Gulf have said, without a surname you can't come. So 2 days back she had posted that I'm hammered, I can't travel to Gulf because they don't accept a passport without a surname. So then I said, look, her name is Urfi, but she's using the UORFI, which comes to number 6. Okay, number 6 is luxury. You see, she got a blue car or 25 lakh rupees as a gift. I don't know where she got the money from, but she said she's got it as a gift. And our Chetan Bhagat sir comes to a number which is okay, but in totality it's different. Hard work, connections. So he is a person who uses his connections. So I said, and I sent him a message yesterday. I said, you need actually somebody to guide you, because he's always in controversy. He thinks he made that watch, that program, that first movie that hit. And I remember him phoning me once, Chetan Bhagat. I was having lunch. He phones me and he said, I'm Chetan Bhagat. I said, sir, I'm having lunch. Do you know who I am? I'm Chetan Bhagat. I said, sir, I'm having lunch. I'll finish in 10 minutes. Please call me. He didn't call. It's okay. I didn't call back. I didn't even save his number. Why should I call him back? If I'm having lunch, I was always wearing a wristwatch. I'm one of those guys who wears a wristwatch. So I immediately picked it up. Despite having lunch, I picked it up. And I remember Shilpa, we were in office. She said, why did you pick it up? You could have said, you could have picked it up later. I said, no, yaar. If it's an emergency, I'll talk now. Because somebody phones me in an emergency, I have to give them a reply. So when he said, I'm Chetan Bhagat, I said, sir, call me after 5-10 minutes. I'm just finishing my food. No, it's okay. I remember once I was having lunch and the owner of HDIL came to me in Lokhandwala. He had taken an appointment. And I remember having lunch in Lokhandwala and my colleague going and telling him, sir is having food. He says, please don't disturb him. Please allow him to finish his food, and I'm waiting for him. And after I had my food, I went on to meet him. I didn't know who he was, but he had taken an appointment. Such a big gentleman, HDIL. So when I asked him, who are you? He didn't tell me. But I said, sir, I went out and I saw some bodyguards standing with guns and all. And then he told me, I said, can I have your business card? So then I came to know he's the owner of HDIL. So people will come to you, provided you have that system to attract. So there are systems that can be used, proper watches. That's why I posted in the group. Don't buy an expensive watch. Invest in an appropriate watch. You can use a solution for business, networking, health, teamwork, luxury, relationships, career growth, travel, colors, shape, digit, online marketing, life partner, property, buy and sell, increase love in your life. I'll give you an example. I've got so many wall clocks. I kept them on the side. Now I have a target. I have a target to meet for some client. I am fabricating a watch because I had recommended a clock actually. So what I told them, they couldn't find it. So they said, sir, now you've recommended it. Why don't you make it and give it to me? Or tell me where to buy it from. I said, my God. I said, that is also a problem. This is the clock that I got because I needed the appropriate inputs, and this is what it is now. Okay? In a few days, this will be working. This is work in progress. Okay? This is for a particular part in life. So I've got 8 clocks to make because my 8 clients are after me that you recommended, you need to give it to us. So I said, don't worry, I'm learning a lot. I don't mind sharing it. Of course, they're going to pay for it. It's not for free. They're paying me for my consultation, but they're going to pay for this also. But they're happy. They say, we're not worried. You give us a solution. That's what we do now as healers. We give solutions. Now, one of my friends today, he's a astrologer, he's a numerologist. He has done the same course as me, where we had spent 35,000 rupees in a numerology course. I've done 4, he has done 2. So he's in the group. I hope he's watching it. If he's not, I'm going to send it to him. He phoned me in the evening, in the morning at around 2 o'clock. He said, I want to talk to you. I said, phone me. He didn't introduce, but then today he introduced himself. I said, you are that same person from that group? He said, yes, because it was a new number that I've used in this number. This is also a numerological number. All my earlier mobile is without numerology, but my latest mobile is with numerology. My pin of my ATM is also numerology. Whatever I use, I try to use with numbers, numerology. I told him, I said, what do you want? He says, I want a promotion. I want money. I said, what do you do? Now, if Mukesh Ambani tells me I want money, okay, he's a businessman. He'll get money. Now he says, I want a job. I said, which job? No, pass a exam. He had written pass a exam. There's a process of how we can help him. I can't help him pass a exam. I can help him be more concentrated. Concentrate on your studies. No time pass. come home from your office, study. Because you have to have a target, no? You want to pass that competitive exam. Somebody wants to become an IAS, IPS, IAS. In their bank, they want to pass the exam, banking exam, promotion exams. Every system has an exam, no? Every child has an exam. So I said, what do you want to do? Sir, I'm working in a government department. Okay, I said, so you are working in a government department, you want money. So you can either do it through corruption, corruption, no? In government department, you can earn money. Or you can do some work in the evening like a MLM, like this product that we have. Promote it, help people earn money. Two options. Third option, pass the exam. I said, good, you have to study. So he'll call me tomorrow. I told him, understand, and I'll take the example. But I don't think he's come. If he's come, let me see. Is he there? Are you there? I'm not taking his name. No, he's not there. Okay, let him not reply. But he'll see the video. Now, when you have a target, that is what this watch will help you. I know how to help him now. Because he told me he wants to pass a exam. To pass a exam, you need to study. So I will give him an appropriate watch so he doesn't waste his time. So if I give him a big watch, he's going to waste his time. He's going to run around. But he has to study, so I'll give him a target. Now one gentleman also phoned me and said, sir, I want to buy a house. I said, great, you should buy a house. I said, do you have money to buy a house? No, sir, you are going to give me a solution. No, so you give me a solution. I said, damn it, if you don't have money, how can you buy a house? You need money in your bank to pay off your bills. So he said, it makes sense. So I said, you need to work harder, work smarter. He said, what do I have to do? I said, you have to create opportunities for yourself. Multi-level marketing, you have to study harder, get a promotion, earn more money, because he was also in service. If he was in business, I would say, okay, now you are selling potatoes, start selling onions, start selling apples. If you are selling one wristwatch or 5 wristwatch, you keep another maybe 20 type of wall clocks. So you have to generate money from your field. Now if you are a hotelier and you say, I got a lot of money, I want to earn more money. So I am going to now open up a garage. You don't even know how to open up a tire, but you want to open up a garage and start earning money because you got a lot of money. I am consulting one gentleman today, he phoned me. He says, I'm in a lot of loss. Let him be good. If he's not watching, he'll watch. I'll share it. He says, I've invested a lot of money. And it's like, I asked him how much. When he told me the amount, I was like, I hold my head in my hand and I said, was it from your field? No, sir. Fintech. I said, sir, are you qualified as a fintech? Are you qualified as a software professional? No, sir, but big money, big money. He gave that guy from Hyderabad, he told me it's big money, lot of money. We can earn a lot of money in Pune. I said, what happened then? Why you didn't earn? He says, sir, I am now calling you. I said, but I can't now resolve your issues. Sir, I got another business. That is also in a problem. My partners are now harassing me. So I said, did you know how to work for that work that you opened with your 2 partners? Huh, sir, but we had money now. I said, did you define the roles of your friends? No, sir, but we had the money now. So I said, when you have the money, so nobody knew what they were doing, but they had the money. So now both sides, he is royally in trouble. This side in the existing business, in the new fintech business, his partners in this business have opened up 2 more businesses separately. So they are concentrating on those 2 businesses, those 2 partners have opened. One has opened a food unit and another has opened a marketing company, and this gentleman is left with the baby while his 2 partners are concentrating on 2 businesses separately, and he is taking care of their baby without anything. And he's opened another project where he's not even qualified. So I said, you have got yourself into such a huge mess. I'm worrying for your children, not you. So you see, he needs clarity. I said, you don't have clarity in your life. When I did his numerology, I said, my God, you really need my help. Because then I did something, I channelized it, and he said, really. I received a message. I'm sharing now. You have to understand. One lady put a message in one group. I'm looking for a watch. So a beautiful watch. Is it okay for my son? And it's like, what is the problem with your son? Why does he need a watch? You have to have a target. Listen now. He's got money, he wants to buy a watch. I phoned. I said, what are you saying? He got money? Yeah, he's got a job. He wants to earn money in a job. I said, what? Earn money in a job? Good. You have to have niche knowledge. Expertise like me. I've got expertise knowledge. I know. I've been working with kidney failure, liver failure and all. So my knowledge is very expertise and very refined. Okay. And I've got the results in my book. So I said, how big is your son? He's just 22, 23 years old. I said, great. How many years experience? He's not got any experience. He's got an appointment letter. I said, really? He's got an appointment letter? Yeah, he just completed his engineering and he's joining a job. And I said, what's his salary? 65,000 rupees. So he doesn't like any watch. I said, he doesn't like the watches that he's got. No, he wants to buy expensive watch. I said, so he's your only son? No, I got 2 daughters and he's my younger son. So I said, that's why you pampered him so much that he's not even bothered to go to the job. Before he goes to a job of 65,000 rupees, he's not yet gone, he's not yet joined. He's got an appointment letter. And he wants an expensive watch. I said, you know what you do? You tell him, at the moment, I can afford only a 4,000 or 5,000 rupees watch. Take it, use it, save your money for 3 months. You know, he'll go to work every day. He'll understand how hard it is to work in the office. He'll save that money. And I said, tell him that we need to buy watches, 40,000 rupees each for your 2 sisters and me and your papa and you. So in 2 lakh, we will buy 5 watches. I said, he won't even spend 10,000 rupees after 3 months. So she said, I really understand your logic. I said, give him an appropriate watch. Don't give him that watch that you put in the group of 48,000 rupees. I said, you got so much money and they are healers and she's a healer. But this is the way, and they try to do good for others, but for themselves they are unable to convince their child to do something which is proper and not unreasonable. So life will give you many opportunities to spend money, but try to do it properly. Now we are available. I hope you enjoyed it. So this was something about us. So watch therapy, this is my number. You can take a screenshot. Okay, 766-973-1155. This is all on numerology. Don't worry, you can do the total. It's okay. There is a system why I did it for myself. This is my other number, 98690-3681. You can connect for the book. We help people get well without medicine. We teach Sujok, we teach color therapy, we teach so many systems, acupuncture, micro acupuncture online. We are a part of the world's best patented technology, iTerra Original, which is available. Yes, people also invest in the bag, which we have manufactured on order, and a few of my friends are a part of the network. So, wristwatch and clocks offer a boost in your life, provided you decide to take it. If you take the step, you will definitely achieve something which you've been missing all these years. I have given you 5-6 tips. You are welcome to watch the video again. It's on YouTube. I will share the link as soon as we stop it, because many people will not be able to watch. And it's been recording for 1 hour and 49 minutes and 49 seconds. So I hope we could help you, change you, and give you some knowledge. If somebody in my of the participants would like to ask me something or question me or appreciate or maybe throw something at me, I'm open.
What about timepiece for table watch?
Pardon, sir?
Timepiece for the table watch.
Time?
Timepiece for
Huh?
table watch.
Yeah. It also matters. It also matters. Again, shape, color, size, everything. Now I had a patient in Dubai. Okay, good you asked. A gentleman in Dubai is on my Facebook. He had a problem. When I was practicing numerology, he phoned me and he was having a big problem. In the sense, a bigger bank has taken over their bank. Okay, in Dubai. Now, they were throwing out people. So he phoned me and he said, I want to do your numerology. Now you understand. So I said, okay, you consult me. So he paid me. I said, number one, understand. First, your target should not be a promotion. Your target should be to retain your job. Because you never know if they say that you get out. So you will be thrown out of a job. And he says, I can't afford to be thrown out of a job. My daughter is in a school. She can't survive in India. She is now used to Dubai. My wife is used to Dubai. If we come to Bombay, we are finished. I said, okay, sir, no problem. I said, so I don't want to give you something better. I want you to stay there. Stay there. Accept your new boss. Sir, my new boss is not good. I said, he's the person who's paying your salary, sir. Even if if you don't like your new boss, he's the person who's paying you your salary. But sir, he's less educated than me. I said, if you have got so many guts, tell him that he's useless, you will be thrown out in 1 minute. So I said, I need to change your mindset. Mindset needs to change to accept your boss who is not better than you. But he's come from a bigger company. So you have to listen to him, you have to report to him. He came from Dubai. He messaged me. He wanted the book. I sent it. So after a month, he tells me the book is not available. It's not reached. So I immediately went to the company and we located the book. It has come in Bombay. It will be arriving in Bombay in 2 days. Then he said, sir, I want your numerology. I want your wristwatch, your watch consultation. He watched me. I said, yeah, pay me money. No, he didn't pay me. So I said, okay, if I give you a solution for teamwork, will you be able to install a wall clock? He said, no, sir. I can't install a wall clock. I said, can you install a watch on your table? He said, yes, I can do that. I said, okay. I will recommend, provided you are ready to invest. He is not willing to pay. I didn't consult him. I wanted to give him a table clock that he puts in his table every day. Because he says, I can't be expected to change the clock, in my office. So I said, I will give you a wristwatch and I will give you a table clock to use. Because the parameters will be the same. The color will be what I want. The shape, the movement, everything will be different. But the shape and everything will matter. No? So that is a good question that you asked. Anybody else? So anybody who would like to mention any aha moment when they learned something good that they would like to implement, or you are just contented and not willing to even say how you enjoyed the learning and how it was. So Renuka Desai ji, are you willing to give a feedback? Aarti Chawla, Amar Gold, Anand Guria Saab, who would like to take the lead and maybe say something? Anybody would like to contribute? You enjoyed the lecture, you didn't like the lecture, or maybe it was just a time pass for somebody, or maybe...
Not a time pass, sir. It was very interesting and learned something very unique, knowledge you gave, sir. So it was wonderful. Wonderful.
Thank you so much. Because we have whatever we've learned since '99, we have tried to dissipate it to the world.
Yes.
And this is something new that I like. So I'm passionate. I don't mind. Of course, money will come and go. But I realize that if like this gentleman who phoned me with that 2 partners that fintech company. It's like I was holding my head. I said, how many children do you have? He said, 2 daughters. I said, so all this effort you are putting for 2 son-in-laws who are you have not even seen them. They're small toddlers, small bache, 6, 7 years old. I said, all this effort and all this struggle you are doing for your future son-in-law. Because your daughter will ultimately go to their house, no? So the money that you are putting with your stress and life is going to them. So I said, why don't you try to understand who is going to benefit? Okay, don't worry, sir. Anand Churiaji, thank you, very nice. It happens in microphone normally. That's why I decided to go through my laptop. Earlier I used to do it on my mobile, but there's always some error in the Zoom. So bandwidth, so I'm very comfortable. It's there recorded, don't worry. Once I'll share it in the group. Anybody can go through, make notes. Because the main idea was that once you understand, you are able to act. So how many of you have got clocks and watches at home which are not working and are not in use, and that you're going to hunt for them? Anybody? Just write 2, 3 clocks or watches which you are going to now start to maybe throw them away or give them away or maybe reuse them or refurbish them or maybe
digital words from the restaurants which I've shared it with you.
Okay, so
one sports watch which I was wearing regularly, but now I stopped it.
Yeah, and okay, good that you're sharing that. When I told you that that wristwatch is not good for money, was I correct?
Yes, absolutely right. I immediately removed it.
It took me 1 second when he posted, and I didn't waste time. Even if it was free, even I said no. I said not good for business and progress. I said, if I cheat this gentleman, give me money, let me change your life. I said no. Even if he doesn't come to me, at least I change his life. I'll tell you.
What do I do with that watch?
No, you can discuss with me tomorrow, sir. I'll give you.
Okay.
I'll give you an example. Last week my son had come from I have explained this in Delhi, in the Hindi one. I'm explaining it in English. My son had come from Delhi, okay? He's a chartered accountant, highly educated, very dynamic. I'm very proud. Why shouldn't I be? Why shouldn't every parent be proud of their children? Or the success of others also, for that matter of fact. So, he comes only once a week. For 1 week, he comes to visit us in Bombay. We go to Delhi to be with him for 1 month because I enjoy being at his restaurant and sitting and meeting multi-millionaire people, They come for food. So he came and one of his cousins, my cousins, his uncle said, come for dinner. So we went to their house for dinner. So they were doing part, and his wristwatch was on the table. So I picked up the wristwatch and I said I wouldn't wear it. I just, put it aside and I waited. And when he finished his part, his wife and him, he said, what did you say? I said, yeah. I said, whose wristwatch was this? I didn't know. But I saw it. I said, it's not good. I put it aside. I said, I wouldn't wear it. He said, it's mine. I said, then it's yours. Then don't wear it. He says, why? I said, you've not paid me. You're not interested, but I'm saying I will not wear it. So he went into his bedroom and he comes with a pouch of watches. Those who are in the group will say yes. And I said, if you're going to show me these wristwatches, be prepared to hear no. Don't ask me why, but I'm going to say you the truth, yes or no. What will I do to them? I said, I don't care. But I will tell you the truth. All his watches, they were expensive. He's got lots of money. He's earned it. They are expensive watches. And when I saw one, no. 6 watches, all I said no. And he said, damn it, I got 2 more. I said, show it to me. So they were G-Shock. When I looked at that G-Shock, I said, ठीक है, time being you wear it. Time being, I can permit you to wear this. But don't wear any of these watches. And it's like he's looking at me and he says, are you joking? I said, I'm not joking. It's your fault you showed me the watches. And he said, okay, I won't. So then he picked up one more watch, blue color, big watch. He's quite heavy, 110 kilos, big guy. So when I looked at his watch, I said, this watch will make you work like a donkey. Okay, I know in Hindi I said gada. You'll work like a gada. And he says, this is given to me by my father-in-law. I said, so he made you work like a donkey. So he says, literally from 2008 to 2016, I worked like a donkey. But I earned money. I said, of course, a donkey works hard and earns money also. But I said, weren't you tired? He said, I used to be literally tired wearing it. But I said, he said, should I wear it? I said, you've not worn it for the past 4 years. Don't wear it. At your age now, you have gained weight, you have grown older, you have grown heavier. Don't wear it. Then he said, should I give it to my son? I said, come on, yaar. He's doing his 3rd year BTech. I said, don't give it to your son. He will not study. Let him complete his BTech. Then his younger son is in 1st year BTech. Mechanical is 3rd year electronics, computer science. So I said, he said, okay, recommend a watch. I gave him a 1200 rupee watch. 1200 rupees, and he's looking at me. He says, are you joking? I said, are you interested in the utility or the value? I said, you asked me for a studying, na? I give it to you for studying. Buy it. Then he said, my younger son is having difficulty in a technical subject. Because in mechanical, you need technical. You need more technical. Engineering is technical, but he was saying he's okay in the other subjects, but he's not comfortable in design and technicality. So I said, okay, for him, you let him wear a watch with this color band. He said, thank you, only 1200 rupees. I said, yeah. I said, why? He is that gentleman who has purchased a 25 lakh rupee car for his younger son who is not yet achieved 18 years. After 2 months, he'll be becoming 18. Already a car is parked in the in the parking of 25 lakh rupees Skoda. And he said, Bhai ne gaadi kharida. Bhai has purchased a car. I said, bullshit. Actually, he said, I paid, but my younger son decided to buy a car. 25 lakh rupees. Who is lucky? These are the lucky people. But I said, don't allow him. He said, no, yeah, they don't, these children today are like that. So I said, it's your choice. I said, I didn't even have a 25 rupees cycle when I was doing my engineering. Nowadays, people want cars worth 25 lakh rupees for their children. This is a reality. But I gave him a solution of 1200 rupees for him to study. So you can do it for study, targeted study, IAS, IPS. There is a different set of rules applicable to high school. Then you go into technical, then you go into IPS. So for each of those stages in life, there is a different set of requirements and a different type of wristwatch that we can give. So up to high school, in engineering, medical, technical, different. Then you go into IPS, competitive exams, where your focus has to be focus. You can't have distractions. So they are like that. Business, MLM, health, education, travel overseas, in India, possible. But appropriate discussion, appropriate target, and appropriate solution. Yes, we charge. Why not? Knowledge is energy, and we exchange it for our consultation, for our book, for our watch therapy, because we are here to change lives. We've been doing it since 99. Sir from the army knows me since our Asta program. Bharat knows me since 2005. He used to watch our program. So these are our dedicated people. I'm happy that you all joined. Thank you so much. If there's nothing else that somebody would like to say, thank you, sir. Very nice information. Chitali Desai. Thank you so much, ma'am. You're welcome. If you want my number, you can always. I will share this video. You have my number. Thank you so much, PV. I'm glad that I could share this knowledge. I request you to make a note of these 4, 5 things, 6 things. Again, watch the video, understand, and tell people. Don't keep unused watches. Make them usable. Thank you, Bharat. Make them usable. Don't use those cuckoo watches. I've given you 5, 6 things. Small watches for ladies suffering with gynec issues. Simple. You can easily share, and you can change somebody's life. So if we can help you, if you have to learn Sujok, color therapy, take a consultation for treatment, complicated cases, ulcerative colitis, liver failure, kidney failure. We in our book we have mentioned in the book that diabetes, psoriasis, Schumberg's disease. Schumberg's disease, Google will say no cure. We have cured it with evidence. We have cured it with evidence. Tailbone, heel pain, uric acid, tinnitus, liver cirrhosis, low back pain, arthritis, cervical, bedwetting, severe migraine, enlarged prostate, frontal sinus, rheumatoid arthritis, PCOD, hyperhidrosis, post gallbladder surgery, voice fatigue, low back pain, Bell's palsy, ankylosing spondylitis. This gentleman was a very big politician. I can't take their name. Politician of the ruling party, not now, earlier. Big person. Big means big. I got a shock when I went to his house. Various health issues, addictions, ulcerative colitis, diabetes, trigeminal neuralgia. These are a few of the problems that we saw. Few means 29. With evidence. Now we are doing a patient of kidney failure from India in Singapore. Today, I just asked him to send me his wristwatches. Because he said, I got many but I don't use. I said, send me all. So he sent me his photograph. Then I said, send me your wall clocks. And huge cuckoo watch, table watch, and a wall clock. I was not satisfied with any of them. I asked him to come, but it's late there. At 9 o'clock, it's 11:30 in Singapore. So I said, don't worry, sir, I'll post you this video. So tomorrow he'll be watching this. Then he will immediately remove them. Because I wanted to discuss, but I wanted him to be here to understand the technology and the knowledge. So once he understands this, I'm sure he's going to call me and say, Nurlaji, which clock to buy? And which, I shared in the group now, so many wristwatches. I chose one. I posted in the group today from Singapore. कर्नल साहब देखा आपने वो एक घड़ियाँ भेजी थी मैंने ग्रुप में, देखा नहीं आपने? अच्छा नहीं, भूल गया मैंने।
ब्रिटिश वाली ना, ब्रिटिश वाली
नहीं, मैंने हाँ वो 6 घड़ियाँ भेजी थी।
हाँ जी,
हाँ वो सिंगापुर से थी। हाँ तो उसमें से एक घड़ी मैंने सिलेक्ट की, एक उनको बोला पेन। So he had the wristwatches, so he was not using them, so he's made them in motion, and now he's better. He's getting better. His kidneys were responding better. His BP had gone up. It's now better. Diabetes is controlled. Doctors had given him 6 months. Hopefully, he will live a happier life with our help. So thank you very much. I'm grateful. Stay well, stay blessed, and keep changing humanity for the better. Jai Hind.
she's feeling feverish. Sir, feeling feverish.
Feverish. Look in the
Not fever? ठंड सी लगी है।
look in the color therapy book. The answer is there.
इस जगह में दर्द हो रही है थोड़ी सी।
Oh, you use the machine, sir?
अभी तो ये करेंगे इसके बाद।
Ah, sir. You in the cold climate. You have the biggest market in the world.
हाँ।
I posted a case yesterday. One lady, after how many years her leg circulation increased because of this machine. I think I posted in the group and on the Facebook also. It's nothing.
So it is better than the blower putting in the bed.
No.
बिस्तर गर्म हो जाएगा थोड़ी देर।
हाँ, yeah, वो भी, that is also good. That is also good. And then you just switch it off and keep it out. And that air will be energized with the terahertz frequency, and it will penetrate inside. And the terahertz will also go into the blanket, and the blanket will also absorb the energy. And when you sleep, it is like your energized blanket is healing you.
हाँ जी।
Yeah. Like water has a memory to transmit energy and keep memory. So that blanket has got fibers. Fibers have memory. Fibers have molecules. So those molecules absorb the energy. So when those molecules absorb energy, when you sleep inside, they will release the frequency. Good idea. I didn't know. मीन
Which blanket, sir?
नहीं, वो सर का ब्लैंकेट है, मगर वो मशीन है हमारे पास, ये वाली। आप मुझे कांटेक्ट करना मेरे नंबर पे, मैं आपको ये मशीन का डेमो दूंगा। जॉइन माय टीम, वी गॉट 88 मेंबर्स मैडम, 88 पीपल। विद इन 3 months पीपल हैव हैप्पीली प्रोमोटिंग दिस प्रोडक्ट, बिकॉज इसके अंदर इतनी पीपल, आज मैंने सुबह शेयर किया, 4 स्टेज कैंसर क्योर हुआ है जस्ट, एंड कैंसर मार्कर्स नेगेटिव, एंड द MRI स्कैन एंड CT स्कैन नॉर्मल।
सर
हाँ जी,
मैम मैंने 1 सेकंड भी लगाया था ऑर्डर करने में।
हाँ, यस, ही इज लाइक चैंपियन। ही, आई रिमेंबर विद इन 10 minutes he paid.